Hey guys, welcome back. I really wasn't planning. Look, I look like a hot mess. I'm doing the things today, but I had to come up here and talk about some things. I thought, oh, I'll just do a Sunday chat and I'll talk about them. But if you know me on Sunday chats, I try to keep things, positive, more laid back, and this stuff is just things that get me worked up. And I've been in, went and bought a bunch of beef tallow from my butcher this morning. I've been rendering that in the crock pot, and I've been doing a video for that, just a short on stuff. But anyways, all this stuff that's going on, we're seeing and hearing all the little videos and the messages and everything that's coming out. People we know in those areas are letting us know things up in Western North Carolina, things that are going on. I'm going to touch on a couple things. So this morning, actually, when I had to stop by Dollar Tree on my way to my butcher, I was just making small talk with the cashier, and I was just like, hey, how'd you do through the storm? Everyone I've been seeing or coming across since then, I've been at, how'd you do? You're okay. And the lady said, I could tell by the look on her face, and she said, well, we're blessed, we're all okay and alive. But she said she had a humongous oak go through their house and completely wiped out their three bedrooms in their house. And she said, but they're all okay. Nobody was hurt. And that's going on. And of course, I don't know if everyone knows this, but with insurance on your homes, if it is a named storm, they do not cover that. They don't help if it's a named storm and stuff like that. Let me get started. I've been through that before in North Carolina. Storm damage from a hurricane, they don't cover it. It's a named storm. So, she was talking about that. So they immediately knew, hey, we got to try to get up with, and everyone's own choice. She's like, we're going to get up with FEMA and see what's going to go on, because this is what are we going to do. And she said immediately, it was like immediately they were contacted back, and they were just like, we don't have any more funding. We don't know what to tell people as far as a waiting list, or if we'll be able to, or when, or anything like that. And she said they have no idea. She's like, we have no idea what we're going to do. So let's just say this is all for entertainment purposes only, as how it goes over here on YouTube. But FEMA and Red Cross, they have this history. Okay, they have this history. We know where they're funding and who tell the boss of them or what goes on. So there's that about tons of people. They're not helping with the houses and everything. The insurance companies don't do it. And up in Western North Carolina, FEMA and Red Cross, this is out of the mouth, out of people directly. We knew about them turning, the guy was going over there and doing rescues and dropping supplies, and he was an individual over there to those people and his private, had a helicopter and stuff. They threatened him, stop doing it, we're going to arrest you. There's like one way in and one way out for this one area, into like Asheville and the mountain area of Western North Carolina. Numerous people were saying, and directly to me that I know people over there saying, they're turning people away, helpers, individual groups of people. They're turning them away that are coming in for help or trying to bring in supplies. Apparently there was a large truck that was bringing in just a truckload, not like a big, like a semi truck, like a box trailer, but an individual. They were bringing in just a truckload of ice. They were bringing in ice to these people. And I've talked, just that little video I did about that portable AC thing. When it's miserable hot and the humidity and it's hot, or you want a cold drink or just to keep cooler, many different things, ice, coolers, whatever you have to do. They had stopped them and told them they don't need any ice. You can't go in there. You can't take this in. But they took the ice out. They put it in a random parking lot, and the ice sat there and melted. Anyways, I need to get through this without getting angry. So that, title, there's no help coming. And we've been saying that for a long time. When shift happens in different scenarios, they're not coming to help anyways. It's going to end up being even first responders, anything that's of the gov, anything, they're not going to help because this is their game plan. And it's just, casualties along the way that they don't care about, or just that's what they're looking for. So also in the mix of all this, in the worst bit of what's going on, they have agencies, and I've seen numerous videos and confirmation on this, because at first, if I hear it once, I need to see the sources where it's come from. But they have agencies going in there in the mix of the worst of things right now. People are still trapped on and on, asking individuals will you sell us your property for cash? They want their property cash. Is Black? I think BlackRock's over there helping. Isn't that what happened in Hawaii? When same thing, we don't hear about them anymore. But Cackles, she's going to give $750 to each. I think that's the same price they did over there in Hawaii. I wouldn't take a dime if that's what. Anyways, let's move along, because humanity, I can't deal with just the cruel, evil stuff that they're doing, and purposely blocking, withholding, or sabotaging help. Any help. If my thing is any help, if individuals or anything, any help. I don't care how big or small what the situation is. Anyone that's helping should be all on board. Oh my gosh, bless y'all for coming to help. That's how it should be. But whatever. So they're still not getting supplies and stuff in there, and there's still people are waiting to be rescued. But will you sell us this property? Where you're sitting on the roof. Can't get you anything, but I just thought I'd come over and ask if we could buy this for cash and get you from underneath this. And of course, a lot of us know, especially if you're in North Carolina, that over there's mountains for forever. It has one of the richest deposits for lithium, and also in Spruce Pines, North Carolina, it has like the highest deposits of the purest quartz. So you think lithium batteries and everything like that, and then quartz. That's like the AI and computer and different chips and stuff they use. They use quartz in that. I do want you to do your research, look this up, because I don't know how much there's a company. It's a company called Piedmont Lithium. Okay. So they've already had a contract about that area, and locals and people were just like, no, we're not, you can't do this here. You can't put this company here. We're not going to allow it. We're not going to do it. That was going on before this natural situation happened. But look that up. But they have already made, that Piedmont Lithium had already made a deal with Tesla. Do your research, look into it. Okay. Same thing, about the supplies. I put things up. Everyone's talking about it. I know truckers in our family and personally as friends, they have truckers. They're saying, yes, tires all over. This isn't just what's in North Carolina or the Tennessee or anything. The tires are getting slashed. So we have all of that. We have the block and everything. It's just, and I think it's a group. It's a group of people. They've called different individuals. They are saying they're responsible for this. Then on top of all that, we have this strike that started October 1st on the east side of all the ports and everything. That has started. I will say, even first, the dock worker strike and everything. The supplies in the area, even my area, that was nothing. It was, in comparison, nothing, okay? The supplies in stores are low. Either they had a dump, anything that was in cold areas that we see in stores is empty. Even when I went to the butcher, it's a family owned. I've known them forever. It's a family owned butcher. They had certain coolers that had like different types of dairy from farmers around here. I have to be careful how I say that, and stuff like that, and different coolers. All of that stuff they had, it was gone. They had to scrap it. And now the bigger freezer stuff at the bottom meats, they have like on generators and stuff like that. But a lot of the stores, like when I said it's like a ghost town, there is nothing open. There's not even a gas station open. The only thing that was open was Publix, and they had generators. I guess all these other grocery stores and small companies, everything. I don't know if they just don't have generators. I don't know if there was a problem. Who knows? But when you go into the stores now, things are scrapped. So we have that, and that's just my area. And it's way worse in the places that the stores were completely flooded and things were damaged, and much worse. They don't have supplies either. So with all this, the supply chain is a break in the supply chain now as well. I don't know how long they said it's going to be before you start feeling this strike if it goes on. I have a feeling, especially if you look at what they're asking for, I have a feeling it's going to go on for a long time, several months. I don't think this is just going to all of a sudden get resolved. That's my personal opinion. Because also that is still part of the plan. It's all these things. We always said it wasn't going to be just one or two things. It was going to be all these little details, and everything's going to pop off around the world at the same time. It's just, here we are. We're in October. What we've been saying, the selection is next month. The cold, what do they call it? The dark winter, just all of that. And it's going to be a mess. And, that doesn't mean we freak out. Don't freak out. That's not going to help anything. But I think they said, I think Huckleberry was talking to me, and he said that we're really going to start seeing the stuff with the strike with the ports. We're really going to start seeing the effects by the holidays. Apparently, that's what they were talking about. Like when it starts getting around Christmas time and everything, there was going to be an obvious, supply chain problem. As far as them restocking these areas where, and all I can speak is for myself because I'm in the store seeing it and looking, and I'm taking note, and mental note of everything that's going on and what's low and empty. And there are limitations again. I will say there are limitations again on certain products. There's limitation. Apparently, a lot of people didn't learn anything from the C19 situation, and there's shortages everywhere of toilet paper. Anyways, I mean, there's a lot of other things. You can't eat that and survive or whatever. But I just see, and there's a lot of people who in the worst of the areas, there's desperate situations. There's panic and there's desperate situations for how bad it is. And then all of this on top of it, people just need to be careful. Plus, if you've seen a lot of things, they said that the looting and things like that has gone through the roof. It's people are always going to take advantage of people when they're beat down like that. And I think that is so sick and messed up. I just do. And I will say that there's just a lot of evidence that they're busing people into certain areas that maybe are not U.S. soil locals, okay, to do these things. Again, it's all part of their plans. I put a PDF. It's from 2000. I put a PDF. It's like 177 pages on my community tab yesterday. And it's a UN information thing. It's a PDF. Go scan through that and look. Everything that is in there is part of the plan from 2000. Those plans, we're seeing all of that. Because remember, they have that 2030 date time, and we've just all felt like something was going to happen right here. Election year, they had a lot of deadlines. Even back in 2023, they had a lot of deadlines that they had to meet and do by 2025. So I just think this is going to continue. But with all of that said, the reality is, as we've all known, no help is coming. But not only is no help coming, they're blocking individuals. And that's what we always say. You need your tribe, you need your community. It's going to take us as a community, even if it's not people that's like my close knit. If something goes on, there's that community feel, especially in different areas you live, that's how you're going to get through these things. And they're sabotaging and blocking that. And that's just a whole level of evil. So that's just the tidbits I wanted to address and things that I've ran into and about, the FEMA and the insurance and all of that is going on. So please, find reputable places if you want to do donations and different things like that they're legit, okay? Because unfortunately so many scams go on. And please continue to pray for these people and pray for these areas in this nation, because goodness knows I can't even get into everything that's going around overseas in the Middle East and all that. But I wanted to address those things because it's bothering me, and I had some firsthand, that I ran into and talks and things I'm seeing I wanted to share. So everyone stay well, God bless, and I will see you next time.